Hello, hello, my beautiful sisters. Thank you so much for joining me today. It's been about a week, couple of weeks actually, since I've gone live. If you don't know who I am Bathsheba. The one and only Bathsheba is my name on the social media streets. I am so happy that everyone, if you are tuning in live or if you're looking at me after this live, so happy that you're here today. I wanted to come live and share with you what has happened this past week. If you are a woman that is looking for a community of other women that uplift, encourage, motivate, inspire, you've reached the right place. I am Bathsheba, the one and only Bathsheba out here in these social media streets. And I'm really here to help my sisters and kind of go through my life of challenges and situations, and hopefully you draw something from my experience. So welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're tuning in, just drop in the chat where you're tuning in from. I always love to find out where sisters are at, because you may not know, but you may have someone right there in your neck of the woods listening with you, and that's how we create community. You're going to notice that I'm going to look up and I'm going to look down because I have TikTok here, I have Facebook here, Instagram, and YouTube at the bottom. I wanted to kind of go live and chat with you, maybe about 10 minutes. If you have 10 minutes of your time, thank you and welcome on in. I am Bathsheba. Thank you so much for tuning in. I honestly wanted to forget about this past week. This week has been an attack like I've never been attacked before. Started on last weekend. I actually said I'm going to start cleansing. I haven't been feeling the energy. If you are a sister that is struggling right now, maybe it's your weight, maybe it's your energy, maybe it's menopause, whatever those symptoms you may be dealing with right now, you want to listen up, because this is something that has been happening to me lately. A lot of weight gain, especially in the middle of my stomach, for about, I'm going to say 2 to 3 weeks. It seems like every time I eat, my stomach would just get bigger and bigger, almost like a gas bubble or something. I just didn't understand. I said I had finally gotten to the point where I was tired of being tired. I was tired of being sore and inflamed, because a lot of times when you have toxins in your body becomes inflamed. You look bigger than what you really are. What I did was I said, I'm going to start juicing. I'm going to go get the grape juice. I'm going to do what I need to do to get whatever's in my body out. Before I did, might be sounding crazy to some people. I prayed. I said, Lord, whatever is in my body, be careful what you pray for. I said, whatever's in my body, if anything's in there that should not be in my body, it's holding it down with toxins and whatever, let it come on out. Famous last words. I'm going to tell you what happened. I went and got some juice that all the elements in it was turmeric, ginger, cayenne, lemon. I think there was pineapple in it. It was supposed to help with the inflammation. Thank you so much. I actually did a video on my hair and how I got my curls. It's on my page. If you like what you're hearing, come on over to my page. You can look at some of the stuff that I posted. Getting back to my story. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Someone complimented me on my hair. I started sipping. We go ahead and sip. We don't want to do too much because you don't want to end up in the bathroom. That's what I did. I started sipping on it I bought it on Thursday, started sipping on it on Friday, sipped on Saturday, Sunday. Lo and behold, I was like, it's doing what it needs to do. I started feeling more energy. I was good. Monday, I went to work, had to leave at noon, because what I do is I'm in my car a lot. I go to different locations. I meet with managers. I basically make sure that they got what they need, and then I'm off to my next. I do that probably about 4, 5, 6 hours a day. Wasn't able to do it. Come noon, I had to get home because be careful what you pray for. Basically, from Monday all the way until Friday, everything that was in me was coming out. It got to the point where I was really concerned because I lost like 7 pounds. I'm like, that's good, but not really. I had to start taking Pedialyte. I've been on I think it's called the BRAT diet, where it's rice, bread, crackers, just to keep something down. I had an aha moment over this, 5 days that I was dealing with all of that. There was a lot of stuff that you and if you know what I'm saying, just pump the hearts, thumbs up. A lot of times we carry things emotionally in our bodies. We don't realize it until we do a cleanse, or we do some juicing, or we do some, like, maybe I'm just going to have vegetables today. When we start to try to clean out our system, our emotional baggage comes through as well. Because I know how we say, oh, I'm fine. Something happens, someone stubs your toe, something doesn't happen the way it's supposed to, someone hurts your feelings. We store that and we're like, no, I'm good. We say we give it to God, but then we start getting, and I'm talking to somebody out there because I'm not just talking to me, we start feeling the physical reaction, or effects, I should say, effects of what we're carrying around emotionally. I think that even though I couldn't go to work, y'all. I was at home from Wednesday. I tried to go on Tuesday. It didn't happen. Came back home. On Wednesday through Friday, I couldn't go to work. During that time, what it taught me to do is listen to my body. There'd be times, my bed's right there. There'd be times I would just lay in my bed and I'd rub my stomach. I would just really try to calm my body. I had to start trying to understand what was truly going on, because I didn't understand. I didn't juice. I didn't do anything dramatic. I was eating normal food. All of this stuff hit me all at one time. What I learned from that was that when it comes to what you deal with, it's best to deal with it. There is, like, what I've learned from me dealing with a lot of just personal issues, family issues. I tend to say I'm okay, but I don't deal with it. Sometimes we have to do something physical to deal with it. What I've learned from being sick for a week is that when there's something that's overwhelming me, I need to do something physical. I need to get in a space where I can move, I can ride a bike, I can do a walk. While I was sick, I really couldn't do that. What I would do is take my beautiful Brooklyn, she's my Roddy. I would take her out to have her little business. I would take her out and just slowly breathe in, breathe out. That's all I could do. When your body is on lockdown and you're trying to figure your body out, the best thing you can do ever, hydrate and breathe and rest. And that's what I did. It was honestly, pushing through that ordeal was a lot for me. Through it, I learned so much about me. You may be going through some situations right now where you're not really understanding the whys of it. I want to encourage you, take that moment, take that time where there's nothing else I can do. What you can do is rest your body, rest your mind. Maybe put yourself in a bubble, an emotional bubble almost, where you're able to relax and not allow those things that come against you, that are coming against you, affect you. I think I'm just looking at my notes because I don't want to get off topic, because I said only 10 minutes, so we're just doing 10 minutes here today. The biggest thing I think I've already said to you is rest is a necessity. Weakness doesn't always mean failure. When you're sick and you're overwhelmed, that doesn't mean that you failed at something. You're dealing with a lot of the symptoms of what your body is holding on to. Sometimes it's not just, I have a lot of weight, I have a lot of stress, my blood pressure, whatever. It is the things that you are not letting go of. I got a little testimony and I'm gonna let you guys kind of go. I got on medication for high blood pressure probably about 3 months ago, because my pressure was it had gotten scary, y'all. It went up to 161. One day I had a really stressful day. It went up all the way up to 178. It was really stressful. What I learned when it's like that, don't freak out, hydrate, rest. I've been on medication for that. Since I got sick on Wednesday, I couldn't even hardly drink water without seeing it again. So I didn't take my blood pressure medicine. The 3 days that I was in bed and I was resting, I was hydrating, lots and lots of Pedialyte, I started taking, something said, take your blood pressure. We always like to say something said, you know who said that. When something gets in your gut, your spirit, whatever y'all want to call it, you know that you're supposed to take heed and listen to that. I started taking my blood pressure in the morning, in the afternoon, when I would feel different. Guess, lo and behold, my blood pressure went down. Of course, I wasn't working. I wasn't doing a lot of physical stuff. The emotional stuff that I was holding on to, walking throughout my day every day, was gone. So there was nothing to stress out about. I still haven't taken my blood pressure medicine. Not that I'm saying not to take your blood pressure medicine. I'm not saying that. because my stomach is still not kind of stable. When I eat and drink, I still have some residual of that stomach virus stuff, food, whatever it was. It could have been food poisoning or whatever. I haven't taken my blood pressure. How many of us are taking things for our body because we have high blood pressure or this or that? We're not doing things that we could possibly help. I'm not saying getting into meditation or whatever. Sometimes you just got to get in your little corner and allow yourself to breathe in peace, breathe out all that extra that we hold on to every day. If I'm talking to you, I want you to put me too in the comments, because I know that we as women, when we get to a certain age, over 50, we tend to either shut down, start getting really, really angry and holding in a lot of just negativity, or we get very weak. I think it has to do with what we hold on to. With that being said, I am going to go to the doctor because I haven't been able to get in this week. I am going to go to the doctor this week and just really talk to them about, do I really need this high blood pressure medicine? If my best high blood pressure this week or today was 112 over like 72, I think that's pretty amazing. I'm not, again, disclaiming here, I'm not saying y'all get off y'all medications. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is start figuring out, by listening to your body, what your body needs. Your body might just need a lot of rest. Your body might need that outlet. When you come home, not just going to do this and that and getting dinner and getting that. I'm not saying not cooking for your family either. A lot of times we as women are holding on to so much, and we're still going through the activity of life. I think we need that time every day to take a moment to just really breathe through some healing moments, breathe in some peaceful moments, just get a better balance, because without that balance, a lot could happen to us. I've heard this before. Women are incubators. Whatever we receive, we hold on to, and then we basically cook it inside of us. We nurture it. We grow it. A lot of us are hanging by our fingertips to a lot of stress and anxiety and basically things that we have not let go of. This is my prayer to you ladies today. Find your peace and learn to let go. And pick up on your rest. You're hydrating your body so that you won't be walking around time bombs like I did this week. It was crazy. If you don't know who I am, my name is Bathsheba Tolbert. I go by the one and only Bathsheba because there's so many Bathshebas out here in social media. So that's why I say the one and only Bathsheba, because that's where you find me. I welcome you. If you heard anything that just really encouraged you this morning, I encourage you to check out my page. Just go to my name and like, share, and follow, because it honestly is hard out here in these streets without other sisters that are open enough to share their lives with you. And that's what I want to do, share my life with you. The nuggets that help me through the day, I want to impart in your life as well. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to leave you with this. Go out there today, be inspired, and hope that it's contagious to someone else. Love you huge. Bye-bye. Have a great day. Bye.